Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's live. Uh, yeah, we're just gonna go back into the Mzansi directory and see what we can work on today. Maybe we'll do some backend things. I haven't showed you guys the backend and what that's all about, but maybe I can do that today with you. And yeah, oh, I know exactly. Let me write this down. I know exactly what we can do today. So if you remember the Mzansi directory. Oh, let's chat about what we did yesterday. Sawubona, everyone. So in yesterday's live, we we were just working on what is this? Not now. We were working on enhancing the personal profile and the business profile of the Mzansi directory and figuring out how everything is working, trying to get everything working and integrated together. But there's still some back end work that we need to do, and there's still some back end work that we need to do, and but I'll do that off camera for with us. And yeah, what I want to do today is maybe we'll do the actual Mzansi directory itself. So setting up the package, and sorry, I'm getting my chat already on my side. Cool. So setting up the Mzansi directory package, and then having the different screens available. We can set up that template structure for us, and then we can move forward. I can show you that whole process that we go through for that. And we can start working from there to see what needs to be done. But for those that weren't in the previous lives, I'm going to switch cameras now. We had a look at the Mzansi directory. So yesterday we had a look at this. So I was sitting and thinking today that I need to get this into the database, but I don't want to break any other users using MIH at the moment. I want to make sure that everything is up and running. I think that's something that I'm lacking at the moment, where we change backend things, it breaks the APIs for all the users of MIH. So we must try and figure out how do we do that without breaking the current versions of MIH. So all the users will still use the app and nothing will break until they head over to, or until they get the new version. So this is what I was showing you. So if we have a look over here, this is what we designed together for our patient profile, not our patient profile, our personal profile. This is what it would look like. So you have your profile picture, you have your username, name, surname, the type of account you're using, your purpose. This is something new, and then a connect button. So we did have that all in yesterday, but I made the change today. And if you can have a look over here now. Oh, damn it, why did I move it? If you have a look over here, you'll see that I removed the static demo purpose script over there, or writing over there, because I'm laying the foundation to actually get it from the database. And I've replaced the connect button because the button did nothing. So now I just replaced it with an edit button, which basically does the exact same thing as clicking on the menu button and clicking the edit button. This is just to keep things up and running and thingy, if we choose to deploy this without deploying the Mzansi directory in its entirety, right? So we did that for the personal profile. If we head over to the business profile, you'll see that this is what we designed together. This is the business profile. When someone searches for a business, they would find something like this. Now let's have a look what it looks like inside MIH. So we would head over to our business side of MIH and then click on business profile. After clicking on business profile, you'll see that we removed some things from here. We removed the website, we removed the rate us, and we would remove the bookmark. So all the information that we currently have inside MIH, filtered to protect me. Guys, I'm seeing TikTokers saying some comments in the live were filtered to protect the community experience. Sawubona, everyone. Live duration is no longer than 25. So please, guys, keep it clean in the comments. So yes, so this is what we currently have, the exact same thing as before. We removed it just so that if we were to deploy this into production without having our Mzansi directory up and running, then we still have some continuity inside MIH instead of having buttons that don't work or buttons that take you to hard-coded things inside MIH, right? So we have that, and I'll show you over here. I don't know if I showed, or I tried showing in yesterday's lives, but because I was on the web version, I wasn't able to show you the call functionality. But if you click on call, what it would do is it would open up the cell phone and automatically enter the number that was entered into there. Then all you have to do is click on call. We can head back, and I want to show you the error message. So because I haven't set, so this is just an emulator, and I haven't set up a email on here, and I didn't put my account, nothing like that inside here, right? So if I show or if I click on email, you'll see that this is currently the error message that we have. It's saying, I must fix this color over here, but error creating email, unable to launch email to the email address. So that's something that we'll get sorted, and we'll fix that. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just responding to a message. And the next thing that we have is the location. So now I'm showing you what it would be like on a phone. So yesterday I did in the browser, and when you click on location in the browser, it just opens up a new tab to that location in Chrome, right? Or in whatever browser in Google Maps. So if we click on it now, you'll see that because we're using an Android device, it opens it up in Google Maps now. I don't know why it's a blank over here now, but it basically opens it up in Google Maps. Yeah, Google Maps was the issue there. And it takes you to Android or Google's campus. I think this is Google's entire campus over here. And the reason for that is when we go to edit our profile and we click on set location, what it does is, because it's in the emulator, I think Google hard-coded this GPS location for us. So that's why it heads over to Google's location over there. But when you set your location, it'll take you to the appropriate place. So that's what we did showcased yesterday. This is what we have at the moment. Also, what I changed is if we sign out over here, I aligned the login or authentication screen to our package structure. So if you can see, we have our logo at the top, which was always there. If we click on it, it'll take us to the About MIH package. But now you'll notice that we can swipe between the two screens. So in the previous one, we weren't able to swipe between it. The only way that we can navigate to create an account is click on create account, and navigate back is click on I have an account, right? So that was the only way that you can navigate. But now, because we're using the MIH package structure, we can easily swipe between them, right, as you can see there. So that's something new that we did, but the functionality is the exact same. The reason why I did this is, let me do this. The reason for doing this is we would like to start using providers going forward. So providers is a really powerful package inside Flutter. So I'll just open up Chrome for us so we can look here. So we can see that. Let me go VS Code this. Yeah. So provider Flutter. So we can even ask Mzansi what the provider package is all about. Please explain what the Flutter provider package is about. Let's see if Mzansi AI gets it correct. Let's listen.
Hey there, let's talk about the Flutter provider package. Basically, the provider package is a really popular way to manage stake in your Flutter apps. Think of it as a central hub for all your app's data. Instead of manually passing data around between widgets, which can get messy, Provider lets you define a river of data that widgets can tap into to get the information they need. It's a simple and powerful way to keep your code organized and your app's data consistent. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific aspect of the provider package, like how it works with different types of data or how it compares to other state management solutions?
Thank you, Mzansi. So that's basically what provider is all about, right? So at the moment, we are not using some sort of a state management tool inside MIH. So it's a little bit difficult, especially now that MIH is growing and we're having more and more packages to manage the data that each of these packages are connecting to and communicating with. So basically what it does, let's go to, this should be the package. Yeah, updated 2 months ago. I think this is the one. So a wrapper around the inherited widget package. Okay, so you can see it's even the Flutter favorites, and it's basically something easy. I don't know if there's a image over there that we can show, but let me say, I watched a really cool video the other night from the people at Google, just explaining what state management is all about. So let's try and open this one over here. Open image in new tab. Very bad image, but it should be fine. If we have this, so basically what this is saying is we have multiple different widgets. So remember, in Flutter, everything that you see on the screen is a widget. Even the packages, when I speak about a package, that package itself is a widget. And each of these things, sometimes, or in MIH, I'm passing the data to them. So like it's showing over here, I'm sending the data to the specific packages, right? And then that widget has access to that information. But what happens if I change information in this package? Say for this widget over here, I change your profile information in this one. That means that if I navigate over to a different widget, it's not going to update there because the source is coming from the top and not, and when it's updated here, it's not updating everything. So how state management works, or how provider works, is it lifts it above this widget tree, and if it's updated on one widget, it's going to update it across your entire application, whoever is consuming this data field from your side. So that's what I want to do, and to make it a little bit easier for me, we did do the, let's go back, we did align our sign in page, which was the last one that needed to be aligned, to our new package structure. There's a few other things that need to be updated, like for example, the authentication screen. I must figure out where exactly I want, or how to enable the package inside this authentication screen. But that's what we're getting up to. But cool, I completely forgot what I want to do. Yes, so let me bring this back. And what we can do today is just code a little bit, and we'll try and, yes, let's set up our Mzansi directory package first. So if you can see the screen right now, we'll create under our MIH packages, which is over here, the one in yellow. We'll just create a new folder and call this Mzansi lowercase Mzansi directory. Thank you so much everyone for the likes. Mzansi, undo, rename, underscore directory. Not even typing. Rename underscore directory. Enter. Oh, sorry, the people on YouTube didn't see that. But yeah, we created a new folder under our packages section. And inside that, I'll just cheat a little bit and look at a previous package. So you can see over there, it has the different package tools. It has our main package index, if you can think of it like that. The index starts up everything and brings everything else together. That's basically what the index does. So the first thing that I'll have to do is, so not rename, I'll add a new file and just call this Mzansi underscore directory dot dot, because dot is the language that we use. And then you can see we created a brand new file. So we'll just start typing. Is everything clear on TikTok side? Sorry, it's kind of bad, but it's what we have to do. But we will STF. So I normally use a stateful widget when creating the different packages, right? And why did it not? Oh, sorry. Let me undo. I think I didn't spell this correctly. Rename. Yeah, directory. Cool. So now when I come here, STF. So I'll just type that in. The hint will pop up for me, and then I'll choose stateful widget. And then I'll just have to say capital M, and then it auto suggests the name of the file without the underscores, right? And capitalize and things like that. So I'll add that in to change it in all the different places for me to make it easy for me. The next thing, so I'll just save that. The next thing that I'll do is I will look at what the Mzansi wallet looks like in the meantime, just to make it easy for me so I don't have to remember from scratch how everything works. But I'll delete this line, and inside here we'll return. So I'm gonna try and make this framework available for everyone later on. I'll work on that. I'll see when exactly we can work on that. But the MIH package, which is our own custom widget, let's go to the end, put a semicolon and a comma at the end so that our auto alignment will work correctly. Let's go home. Cool. So there's a few things that we need inside our MIH package. We first need the action button, right? The action button, if we look at MIH, it's the thing at the top of the screen. Wait, let's sign in. If you remember way back in the lives, this in the top of the screen over here, this is our action button. So if you look in any of our packages, there's something at the top left hand corner, and this is a specific action that is required. Most of the time it's just to take us back, right? So what we'll do is, let's take you back here. What we'll do is, let me know if you have any questions, any concerns about what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna change this, and I'm just gonna say get action button, or get action, it's okay. And let's go here, and I'm just gonna copy things over. So yeah, so I'm gonna copy over what I've done in other packages. So you can see that I have my action button. So get action button is just a function or a method that I called in the top over here. So it basically just returns a MIH package action widget. That's another custom widget that we created inside MIH. And you can see all this widget does is it's a back arrow. It's a back arrow. And it will pop whatever's on the screen, so remove it from the screen, and whatever's below that will show that, and also unfocus anything that is currently focused, so any text fields that are focused will unfocus that for us. So we have that ready for us. Then the next thing that we do is, so I will get tools, right? So remember at the top of the screen, tools. At the top of our packages, there are different tools that we can click on. These tools allows us to switch between the different tools inside the package, right? If you can see, as you click, it swipes over to the next tool. So that's what we're going to get sorted now. So once again, I'm going to cheat a bit and copy what I have in the Mzansi wallet. So yep. And guys, if you don't like the experience over here, because it's a little bit, I'm not showing everything on my screen. We are live on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick, and that's a whole desktop experience. So you can see everything that's happening on my screen. I'll paste this in and get tools. Oh, sorry, I didn't copy something else. So I'll come here, paste. Sorry, also what we need inside our package is a index. So I'll yank this one. Let's come over to our package. Let's go all the way up. Let's paste this in. Delete this word. Sorry, delete this word. And let's get to the end. Insert equals 0. So that's just to keep track of which tool in our package that we are looking at, right? So once we have that, we can just automatically change this one over here to our selected index, right? And also what we can do is, once again, we're just cheating from copying from our other packages. So I'm gonna yank 6 down. What are we working on? So we're working on creating the Mzansi directory package. So I'm showing you from scratch right now what's it like to create a Mzansi directory package. So this question was from Amajid. I'm going to call you Amma. So this question came from Amma on TikTok. The question was, what are we doing today? We are creating the Mzansi directory. If you have a look on the top of the screen, the Mzansi directory from scratch using our custom widgets, custom created widgets inside Flutter. So that's what we're getting up to. Let me know if you have any other questions. So I'm going to yank 6 down. And let's paste it here. And then I'll delete this one. Cool. So majority of our package is almost sorted now, right? So the last thing that we have to do is the app bodies or the package bodies, right? The tool bodies. So I'm going to just over here delete this change in Word, change in Word, and I'm going to change this to get tool bodies, tool body. Right, we're going to create that later, but once again we're going to cheat a bit and get that from a previous package of ours. So I'll copy this one and then we'll paste it in now. So let me paste this in and then I'll fix this error that we have over here. And let's delete these. Cool, so now we have everything set up and I'll show you what that looks like. So in our package, we want 3 different things. So let's go back to our design. What is the Mzansi directory supposed to mean? Oh, thank you so much for the question. So what the Mzansi directory is, if you're not sure what MIH is, so sorry, first you have to know what MIH is. Let me open up MIH and then we'll ask Mzansi. One of our features that you can use inside the application is to ask Mzansi. So we'll ask Mzansi, what is the MIH app all about? Because before you can understand the Mzansi directory, you have to understand what MIH is first all about. So all we have to do is ask Mzansi, what is the MIH app all about? And we'll wait for it to process and let's listen what it says.
Hey there. So, the MIH app is basically Mzansi's all-in-one super app. It's designed to make your life, both personal and business, a whole lot smoother. Think of it as your central hub. You can manage your professional profile, teams, schedule appointments, and even do some quick calculations. It's got features like the Mzansi wallet for storing loyalty cards and a handy calendar. Essentially, it's built by Mzansi Innovation Hub and aims to simplify everything you do. Would you like me to tell you more about a specific feature, like the Mzansi wallet?
So, I hope that answers your question about this, but also let's hear about the features. What features are in MIH? Let's send that. So you can see us listing all the features for us. Let's listen.
Okay, let's break down all the awesome features packed into the MIH app. Here's a rundown. Mzansi Profile, this is your central hub for managing your personal and business information. Think of it as your digital identity. Mzansi Wallet, digitally store all your loyalty cards in one place. Patient Manager, For medical practices, if you're a medical practice, this lets you seamlessly schedule patient appointments and manage their data. Mzansi AI, that's me. I'm here to answer your questions and help you out. Calendar, keep track of all your appointments, personal and business calculator, quick calculations, including tip calculations, MIH access, manage and view profile access, security settings. Is there a specific feature you'd like to know more about?
Thank you. So that's what MIH is all about, right? So it's a super app. It's the first super app of Mzansi, and it provides you with multiple different features and packages. So that's what a package is. Each of these things that Mzansi AI is telling us about is a package inside MIH. So we have the Mzansi profile, Mzansi wallet, the patient manager, Mzansi AI, calendar, calculator, and MIH access. So if we open up MIH now, in our dev mode, you'll see, let's move over to our personal profile. You'll see all the different packages on the screen right now, what Mzansi AI was speaking to us about. So what we are creating right now is the Mzansi directory. So the Mzansi directory is going to be a place for you to search for people and businesses all across Mzansi through MIH, right? So you don't have to go to Google to find a business. You can just ask Mzansi or open up your Mzansi directory in order to search for these people or these businesses. I hope that answered your questions, Anna. Oh, Amma, sorry, Amma. So let's head over back to the code. So if you would, let's go back to our design. So remember, this is the different tools that's going to be inside the Mzansi directory. So the first one is the contacts. These are all of your connections that you've made through MIH. And they're going to be listed over here. We're going to have our people. So the my people, so this is the people that are connected with. And then also the pending contacts. So these are people that have requested to be a connection with you, or to be your friend, or to be one of your contacts. And that will sit at the top, so you can click on it and accept and do whatever you need to do, right? Next, over the next tool that we'll have in the Mzansi directory is the favorite businesses. So if we have a look over here, once you open up a business, you'll be able to do all of these things, but also you can bookmark them for later. So if they're a place that you go to all the time, you call all the time, you like their website, things like that, you can just bookmark them for later. And lastly is the Mzansi search. So the Mzansi search is the place where you're going to search for people and businesses. So once you search for something, they'll give you a list of people, the people of Mzansi, and the Mzansi businesses that you can select from. So this is what we're currently going to build today. Not everything, but just the foundation, so that we can later on work on the actual content of these tools. But now we're just building the skeleton structure of the Mzansi directory package. So now that I have this sorted, what we would also need is we have to create some inside the Mzansi directory folder, we're gonna create our package underscore tools, right? This is just the folder structure that we use inside MIH, just to make it easy for us to understand things, right? I'll leave this blank for now. Then I'll create a new folder, and over here what we would need is I think it would be package, sorry, let's cheat again, package tiles. So package underscore tiles. Right, the package tiles is, if we look on the screen right now, each of these things here is a tile inside, or a package tile, right? So when you click on it, it triggers the main index file of the package, and it shows you the different tools that are available. If I'm a little bit too technical and you want more explanation of this, I'm more than happy to assist with that. So under the package tiles, once again, I'm gonna cheat and view stuff from the Mzansi wallet, because no need to reinvent the wheel. So over here, package size, signed in. Okay, I think, yeah, perfect. So we'll create a new file under our what is this, the package tiles, and we'll call this, sorry, Mzansi wallet. So inside here, new file, we'll say Mzansi underscore directory underscore tau dot. And now we have our code over here. So I'm just going to cheat once again and look at the Mzansi wallet as a reference when creating this tool. So remember, all our stuff are basically stateful widgets. And then we'll take the auto suggestion from VS Code. So we have that there. Let's close this. And inside here, if we have a look next door, we'll see exactly what is required. So I will delete this line of code. Sorry, I'll delete this line of code and I'll return a MIH package tile. So a MIH package, which is a custom package or custom widget that we created inside MIH. Let's go to the end of the line and put a semicolon and put a comma. Remember guys, if you're not seeing everything on the screen, you can check us out on YouTube also. And I will save this so everything can be auto-aligned and easy for us to see on the screen. Then let's add this in. We'll minimize this. Yeah. And now we're going to have the on-tap function. So what happens when we tap on this specific tile? What is it going to do? So let's yank 5 down and let's paste that in. And delete that. So on tap, we aren't going to take us, so let's say arguments, let's comment that out. We're not going to take us to the Mzansi wallet. It's basically going to take us to the Mzansi directory. So let's insert directory. But as you can see, this is a new root in our application itself. So we have to create a brand new root path in our application. So we would do that under our root generator. So the first thing that we would have to do is, let's copy this line, paste it in, and change this from wallet to directory. Why did it do that? Undo. CW directory. Perfect. And then we would do the same thing. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to match up this path that we just created here with the path that we want for our Mzansi directory, right? So basically it's just changing this to directory. Now we should be sorted. Now that we actually have our path ready for us to use, now we can set up a new one of these things, which is a switch statement to basically saying it's checking what path are we on in the application and it's taking us somewhere. So we can do that. Where can we do that? Yeah, we'll do this one over here. Yeah, we'll yank this. Oh, and we'll paste this in over here. And it's complaining right now because we aren't using the right, or we checking a part that we've already checked. So this one over here, we're gonna put Mzansi directory. So basically it's saying if the path that I'm currently on is the Mzansi directory or the one that I want to go to, then it should take us to the Mzansi directory package, right? Mzansi directory. It should navigate us there, right? Simple, easy. So now that we have our routing sorted, our package tell this command over here, which is basically saying push this named root into on our stack of widgets. So that's sorted. Next is the name. So change in word is going to be, you see what AI is doing for us is automatically checking the things out for us. This is interesting, guys. So If we look over at the Mzansi wallet one, we'll have to design a brand new. We're gonna have to design a brand new icon for our directory package. So let's do that now. So if you've seen this before, what we basically do is we head over to Flat Icons, which is a free repository of icons. So let me know if you like them, guys. So flat icon, not flutter icon, flat. This is the website here, right? And let's see directory. Let's just search directory and see what pops up when we search for that. And let me know in the comments, guys. Tell me first row, second row, stop here, all of those kind of things, right? Which one of these do you like? I'm thinking something along the lines like this one over here would be nice. Something like this would be cool to use. Let me open this in new tab, save it for later, and I'll carry on scrolling. You must just say stop when you see something that you like. But one without colors, right? Thank you so much for the follow. One without colors. Even this, I like the thickness of this one. Let's see, this one or this one? Nah, I like this better. What do you think, guys? One or two? One or two? I'll carry on searching. Are we at the end of the page now? So let's say phone book. You like one? Nice, Amma. So you're saying one is better. Okay, no problem. But remember, guys, if you are going to use flat icons to get your icons for any of your projects, please make sure that you'll see what happens when I try to download this, right? If I download this, you see at the bottom of the screen, it says attribution required. If we click on the more, it's basically telling us creating quality icons takes a lot of time and effort. We only ask that you add a small attribution link. Choose the medium at which you are going to use this resource. Like in social medias, you can post about it, I guess. In the web, you can use an Ahref to link to it. Printed elements, I don't know what this is, videos and apps and games, right? So how we did this inside MIH is that if we open up MIH and go back, and under the About MIH package, you'll see that we have a tool with a star of attributes, right? So these are the different icons. As you can see, these are the different icons. These are the contributors that created these icons. And if you click on any one of these links, like say, for example, the patient profile, if you click on this, it'll take you inside of directly to flat icon from MIH, because this is the creator. You can see at the bottom that Raftel design. If we look at ours, Raftel design. So that's what attribution is, right? We are just shouting out the creators of these icons. So Amma is saying that he likes number one. He or she likes number one. So no problem. Let's download that. Download. And so we have it over there. I'll have to remember how we did this in the past, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's a bit of a process, but what's the time? Time is flying, guys. But that's good. What we would do is I would come here, and I think it's under documents, MIH documents, icons. Cool, I found it. Cool, so the tool that we're using is GIMP. You can see the GIMP icon at the bottom of the screen. I'll show you what GIMP is now. So GIMP is basically, let's ask Mzansi to see if Mzansi AI knows anything about this. So Do you know anything about the software GIMP? So GIMP is the tool that we're using.
Hey there, waving hand. Let's see. GIMP, New Image Manipulation Program, is a really popular, free, and open source image editing software. It's often compared to Adobe Photoshop, and it can handle a lot of the same tasks, like photo retouching, creating digital paintings, and manipulating images. It's a fantastic option if you're looking for a powerful editor without the cost. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific aspect of GIMP, like its features or how to get started? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. If you're looking for more direct support, you could check out Mzansi Innovation Hub social media pages.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for answering our question. So that's what GIMP is all about. GIMP is an open source tool, because you know we love open source tools here at MIH. It's an open source image manipulation or image editing software. So basically an alternative to Photoshop. Free to use. If you would like to use it, you just go to their website and download. That's it. No licenses, no cost, nothing. Free to use. So that's what we're using right here. So you can see it looks just like Photoshop. Everything looks the same like Photoshop. A bit off topic. What LLM are we using? So it's our own custom LLM called Mzansi AI. So we're not using any of Google's endpoints or APIs or Meta's APIs or anything like this, right? What we are using is Ollama, hosted on our own server. So Ollama, let's go to Mzansi AI and ask Mzansi AI about Ollama. Please tell me. Always say please, guys. Please tell me about Ollama.
Okay, let's talk about Ollama. Ollama is a super cool open source tool that makes it incredibly easy to run large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT on your own computer. Think of it as a really friendly way to experiment with AI without needing a massive server or tons of technical know-how. Basically, you can download and run models like Llama 2 or Mistral directly on your machine. It's designed for developers and anyone curious about exploring the world of AI. Want to know more about how it works or which models it supports? Would you like me to elaborate on this topic?
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for your answer. So basically, this is the tool that we're using. I don't know if Mzansi AI said this, yeah, but it's once again, it's an open source tool because we love open source tools here at MIH. And it's an open source tool that allows you to run open source models on your own computer, on your own hardware, right? So if we head over and explore models, so the model that we are using inside for Mzansi AI is Gemma 3. Ooh, Gemma 3N is out, guys. Nice. And was out 5 days ago. Thank you, Amma, for asking us this question, because now we found out that Gemma 3N is now available. Let's check out what Gemma 3N is about, right? So basically, if you want to use Ollama as a tool, you would go check out their models first, right? And then, ooh, and the models are looking, So let's read what it's about, right? So Gemma 3N, the Gemma 3N models are designed for efficient, effective, and on everyday devices such as laptops, tablets, and phones. All right. So once again, it's an open source model. So this model is created by Google, and it looks like these are only text models, which is okay. I don't mind that. But yeah, so we're going to use the 3 billion, 4 billion parameter model, right? And how do we run this? Gemma 3N. Okay, so we can, I don't think we should test it out now. No, we won't test it out. We won't test it out now. We'll just leave it. But this is what we're using, right? So if you want to run your own server, I'm not going to gatekeep the secrets that we used. We use Docker as the DevOps tool. So you just go to Docker, go to Docker Hub. I think this one. No, not Docker Hub. Just Hub. Yeah. And you would just search for, Ollama. And you can see it's even created by the Olama team. So if we click on this, you'll see it's an easy way to spin up a Olama server. So you don't have to understand how exactly servers work, all of this kind of things. You would just click on Olama, and if we have a look over here, all you have to do is obviously set up Docker as the tool inside your server or on your computer. But you would just, once Docker is up and running, you would copy this line of code, you would paste it into your terminal and run it, and Olama would be up and running for you. Then you can start adding your models and all of these different things inside Olama. So yeah, this is the tools that we are using. Also, I don't know if Docker is open source or not, but it's a free tool to use. All of these people add their different servers and different configurations onto Docker to just share it with the community. So let's close this. And yes, we were designing stuff. So GIMP. So let's minimize, or let's hide this and add our image in that we just downloaded. So we would scale this tool. I need something here, okay. Like this. Like this. Sorry if I'm quiet, guys. Please feel free to ask any questions. So I was just trying to get this perfect. So this is what our icon's going to look like. The top is not looking so nice. Let's shrink it a little bit. Put it over here. Transform. I think this is fine. What do you guys think? I can't remove the thingies, but do you think is this looking good as the icon for Mzansi directory? Let me know in the chat. Do you like this icon for Mzansi directory? Remember, the people that just joined us now, Mzansi directory is a place for you to search for people and businesses across Mzansi through MIH, right? That's what MIH is all about. Oh, that's what the Mzansi directory is about. So I think I'm happy with this. Maybe, no, I think I'm happy. Let me not change anything. So I would file export as. So I'm just gonna try find what happened? Mac things. Mac problems. What is this? I finally figured out how to search for more things. Remember, I think in one of our previous lives. Sorry, I see there's a question over there. Oh my word. How do I get back? Okay, sorry. There was a question just joined. I wonder why my thing is not syncing up. Oh. Cool, so I was saving this. So I figured out how to look for different applications or different windows under the same icon in Mac. I don't know if I'm doing it the correct way, but I have to press like up or something over here, and then it brings me all the different windows that this application have, but it's still doing nonsense to me. Mac problems. Mac problems. It's disappeared from me, guys. Oh my word. Save. The struggles of for the first time using a system. So let's open that up again. Let me close this. Here. Cool. So we back up, file, save as. Nice. So I'm gonna move this over. Hopefully it's not gonna do the same thing. It did the same thing again, guys. I think the problem is GIMP doesn't allow it to go outside of its window. That's okay. So I'll just do it on screen now. File save as, or export as. That's what I want to do. I think it's under PNG. So Zanzi underscore directory. You should get a ThinkPad and install Linux on it. So I do have a laptop that has, that's the laptop that I'm streaming from on the different platforms right now. I love Linux. I don't use Windows or anything else. But the only reason why I'm using a Mac right now is because in order to develop for iOS, you have to have an iOS device, which is how they lock you into their ecosystem, right? That's what I hate about Apple, but I want the different people of Mzansi who use an iPhone to have access to MIH. So I had to invest and get myself a Mac Mini in order to develop for iOS. But I hate every second of using Mac OS. I would much prefer using Linux. I like Ubuntu. The only thing that I really like about the MacBook is having its power, the performance that it gives me, which is quite cool. But there's trade-offs also. It's super small size, like disk size or memory size. So there's different trade-offs, but performance is great. So what was I doing? Okay, so now that we have our icon ready for us, what we're gonna do is convert that PNG, which I just did, excuse me, and convert that to a SVG. The way we do that is through a tool, another free and open source tool that we can use called Inkscape. See at the top of the screen, Inkscape. So let's ask Mzansi what Inkscape is. Tell me, please tell me. About Inkscape. So graphic designers, listen up, this is for you.
Okay, let's talk about Inkscape. Inkscape is a fantastic, free and open source vector graphics editor. Think of it like Adobe Illustrator, but without the hefty price tag. It's brilliant for creating logos, illustrations, diagrams, and even website graphics. It uses the SVG, Scalable Vector Graphics, format, which means your designs can be scaled to any size without losing quality. It has a ton of tools for drawing shapes, paths, text, and much more. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific aspect of Inkscape, like its tools or features? Or perhaps you'd like to know where to find tutorials?
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. So that's what Inkscape is. It's a free and open source tool, and it's an alternate to Adobe Illustrator, right? So graphics designers, you can use that, but I'm sure like any free alternatives, there are some trade-offs. But what we will do is we'll open up our Mzansi directory icon and none. And what you'll notice, I don't think you see it so nicely on the screen right now, but you see how jittery it looks. So you like Olama. Yeah, Olama is cool. Olama is the tool that we're using, but can you see how jagged the edges are? And this is only because it's a PNG file. And we're going to change that now. So what we have to do is we click on our icon that we want to change. Anywhere, you'll see these arrows appear all around the icon. We then have to go to the top of the screen, click on path, I think, click on trace bitmap. After clicking on trace bitmap, a trace bitmap side of the screen would open up. And from previous testing, what I've done is I've realized or I've understood that the default settings is fine here. All I have to do is click apply. But you'll see that it's still jittery. Why is that the case? That's because we need to delete the original image from our screen. So if you have a look over here, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to turn it on and off. So if I turn our original image off, you can see how it improves the jitteriness. Do you see? So let's delete that. And now we have our SVG image. Exactly. So that's exactly what we did. You just missed out. I was explaining to everyone that I think I just deleted it now, but we use Olama. We use Docker. It's super easy to set up. But yeah, that's the tool that we use. So let's save this, or export PNG. No. Okay, I don't think I want to do it this way. That's not how I did it last time. So I think I'd save as. Yeah, I did it save as. Not here. SVGs. Save it as a plain SVG, not an Inkscape SVG. And then once we have that, we can remove this, say SVG at the top, so things don't break, and save. What should happen, or what I hope happened, is an SVG was created for us. 100% it was. So, and it opens it in Inkscape. But here's our SVG that we just created. You can see how smooth, you can see how amazing things are looking here. So that's sorted for us. The next thing that we'll have to do is quite tedious, continue without saving. Another tedious task, but we're gonna have to use, because we're creating it or adding it to our own icon pack, we're gonna have to use, I think it's iComoon. Yeah, there's it over there. iComoon. iComoon is the tool that you use to create custom, what's the file called? It is custom, where do I have that? Components, assets. So it creates a custom TTF file. So the TTF file is basically a font file. So the icons are fonts that our application can use, right? So it allows us, this tool allows us to create custom icon fonts. So manage projects. I'll have to create it again. Tedious work I won't do now. I'll do that tomorrow off camera. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll just use the normal MIH logo for this. So once again, I'm going to cheat and copy from, sorry, TikTok is asking me now if I'm a human. Give me 1 second. If I don't answer this, oh my word. If I don't answer this, they end the stream automatically. Nice. Nice. Cool. Cool, it looks like we are fine. So I'm gonna copy and cheat and copy from the Mzansi wallet section. So yank 4 down. And we'll just paste it here. I don't use Flutter, but I'm learning so much from this live. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I think we're going to do this more often. We're going to code a little bit more in our lives, just to get everyone, so that everyone can learn about it, what we do here and things. So you can see here's our custom icon pack. We'll just import that. So here's our custom icon pack. And so it's the MIH icons. And instead of using the Mzansi wallet icon, I'm going to use the MIH logo just as a temporary thing until I get the normal icon sorted. Icon size, what did I? Icon size. Package, oh sorry. So change inside word, so widget. So when I say widget dot whatever, it's basically saying this widget was passed some information, and use that information inside the package. So once again, I'm going to cheat and steal it from the Mzansi wallet because I'm a little bit lazy. Yeah, undo X. So yank, paste, and then and back, insert. So required, package size. So Amma, what What framework do you use? What language do you use? What language does everyone use that's listening at the moment? I know a lot of people like using React Native. React Native is a similar to Flutter. It's a cross-development framework that you can use to build applications. But the only, not issues, but yeah, I decided to go Flutter because I like it. That's the only other reason, because the language looked cool, the concept looked cool, and I like Google's technologies. So yank one down. Let's go all the way down and paste this in. Delete, delete. So this should be fine right now. And it should take us there. And we have placeholders there. Cool. So now we can add it to our MIH home. So you can see the MIH home is just another package inside MIH under the personal home. We'll just add that in. So I'll just copy this. Where should I add it, guys? Next to Mzansi AI. So yank 6 down. Paste. www change word directory, and then let me just delete this and Mzansi directory. Cool. Oh no, I need the tile. Mzansi directory tile, insert tile. Because the tile takes us to the package itself. So we have that sorted. If we save this, what is this? If we save this and look at MIH now, we should have, let's reload it. We should have, there's it over here, Mzansi directory. If we click on it, it takes us to a new package. One thing that I forgot to add into the Mzansi directory is, let's go back there. So you can see everything that we did. Let's go back. We added the Mzansi directory. I must just fix the placement. I don't like it over here. Maybe I'll have it next to the calendar. But let's do that now. I want it to be easily accessible to your thumb. So to the home, delete 5 down. And put it after the calendar. And now if we reload it, there's it over here. If we click on it, it takes us to our package. But it's just, remember I just said it's a skeleton package. So if we go back to the Mzansi directory, and the one thing that's missing is from here is the titles. So, yep. Titles, why is that? Oh, so the first one, change that word, is contacts. Next one, favorite X businesses, and then O here, and then search. And for the bodies, where's the bodies? For the bodies, what I'll do is over here, insert. I'll just put placeholders for now, because there's no need to, because I'll have to create a whole brand new package tool for that. So we'll have 3 of them, placeholders. So 3 placeholders, and then under this section, we need another one here. So I'm gonna yank 4 down, and then shift paste, undo. Okay. I'm gonna yank 4 down, and then I'm gonna paste this, and then this one here, I'm gonna switch that out for 2. Right. So now we get to choose some icons. Right. So I know this one over here, perm. underscore identity, just for now. Businesses, what do I use for that? Let's check under the home package. Once again, we're just going to, no need to reinvent the wheel because I know it's over here. So it's person, business center. So let's do that. Person, business center, and then the last one, we're gonna have search. And after making those changes, now if we click on the Mzansi directory, we'll see that there's some placeholders there. Why is our, oh, sorry, one more thing that we have to do is under this package, we must say, oh, app tool titles, that's it. And we'll just say get tool titles over there. I forgot to include that in it. But yeah, now that if we click on the Mzansi directory here at the bottom, now we have our contact section. If we swipe over, we have our favorite businesses. Swipe over again, we have our Mzansi search. Everything that we needed to create a skeleton package for the rest of our tools, right? So that's what we have over here. If we open it up, we have our contacts, which is this. If we swipe over, we have our business, and one more, we have our thing. Remember, we'll fix these icons over here. That's just temporary for now so that we can have something there in place. Please make the app close after you're done using it. Why, Kim? What's happening? Tell me your concerns. What's going on? What did you experience with MIH? So yeah, that's what we have at the moment. It doesn't close. So is that not a plus side? I'm just asking. So I didn't make it close because it doesn't close. So can I ask, why do you not want it to remain open in the background? What's giving you the concerns? What's making you a little bit afraid? So also on my phone, the one that I'm using on TikTok, I think it's very aggressive with its memory management. So MIH is always closing on my side. So I think it has to do with the phone and the memory management, but I will try and figure out how to do that to see, because I'll have to manage the background stuff of the application. But are you scared that someone is going to have access to MIH and then have access to your profile? I'm not used to an app that remains open. Interesting. I was gonna say like WhatsApp remains open. I know TikTok also remains open if you just minimize it. TikTok remains open forever. So all of these other applications also do that, but I get what you're saying. I get your concerns. We'll try and figure out how to do that. It's not, I don't know exactly off the top of my head how to do that, but we will learn. I'll make a note of it now for you. So close MIH when. But how is your experience with MIH, Kim? Is it good? Are you happy with it other than it not closing? Right? Other than it not closing, what's your experience like with MIH? Are you having a good time, bad time? Close MIH when in background. So I made a note of that. Funny thing, a lot of other users, top-notch boss, love it. Thank you so much. Don't forget you can rate us on whatever app store that you did. That'll boost us in the marketplaces so that we can get to the front page of it. But thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And funny that you're saying that the app remains open, because some other people saying they are tired of always using their fingerprint to get into MIH. So on their side, MIH is closing in the background. But on your side, MIH is remaining open. What phone do you have, if I can ask? We won't judge, don't worry. I'm using a Mobicel, so don't stress. Let me know what you think. or what phone are you using? Then I can have some idea of what platform it's on and maybe do some research. iPhone 13. So it's an iPhone. And iPhones, what my understanding about iPhones is it's extremely memory. So how it manages its memory is one of the best across. It was the same on my 11 also. Yeah, so I think with an iPhone, it's very they are very good with memory management across their devices. So you can open something like a month ago, and if you haven't swiped it away in your app switcher, whatever you want to call that, it stays there in like a hibernation mode. And when you click it again, it opens it up from that exact state. So they're very good with that. But once again, I told you I'll figure out how to close it when it's in the background. After a certain time, I'll figure that out for us. If it's something easy that I can do, maybe in the next update it'll come out. But if not, it'll come out in one of the later updates. But cool. Let me switch. Happiness. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the lives this evening. I appreciate you. Some good work. So I was showing you how we create the MIH packages, right, from scratch. So using the custom widgets that we created here at MIH, and yeah, things are looking good. I think tomorrow I will start working on the contacts list, the business list, and the search. Maybe I'll start off with the search first and see from there. But yeah, good progress is being made. A lot of back-end work that I am dreading because yeah, it's just back-end work. It's not as fun as doing front-end work. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining this live. I appreciate you joining. Don't forget to follow, like, download MIH. We are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. And if you like MIH, please don't forget to rate us. More than happy. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I will be live again. What's today? Wednesday. I'll be live again tomorrow. And we'll continue coding. We'll continue working. Thank you so much. And let's keep working hard, Mzansi.